Clay Woods, let's see, AJ, hello, fast facing destiny. Hey. Good morning. Just be Kimmy. Good morning. How you doing? I got to scroll down a little bit. Liz M, Steve, Steph, Sean, Shante. Good morning. Chris, Rose, Caitlin, Steffi. Let's see, Jacqueline. Oh my gosh. I'm doing my very best to get it. Liz, good morning. Good morning. Another awesome day, right? Are you working in or out, right? Let's work in the house. And Kiltz is in the house today. And it's a beautiful, the 3rd of July, 22, Sunday. I know everyone's resting, going to church, or you're in church. And I always say the temple is where you're at right now. Always treat this most amazing as the temple, right? And what do you put in your mind and your mouth, and how do you move the body? The motion, love the energy. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm learning also. I've been doing this for 66 years now. Kiltz life, right? The life of Kiltz is learning. Amber, let's see, let's see. Good morning, Maria, and all right, awesome. It is a great day. Queen, good morning. Let's see. I got myself out of bed. That was the hardest work at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. I got into the bike studio, and then I got into the lift the other weight, right? Remember, the body's the heaviest weight. And if you're on this fertility journey and you're suffering, something's not working right, what can you do? What can we do? What can we all do to help the journey be better, right? And can you talk to us more about medicated cycles? We started yesterday our first medicated cycle. Yes. So medicated cycle is usually estrogen, progesterone. That's the mainstay of it. And if you look at the Family Building Guide, drkiltz.com or Amazon, then you'll get a little bit more sense of the medicated versus natural versus modified natural or letrozole. It really is usually about 14 days of estrogen, 10 to 14 days, and then progesterone is added. You stay on estrogen and progesterone. You plan the transfer 4 to 6 days after progesterone, depending on what day your embryos are frozen. And then you're adding the level 1, 2, 3, or 4 immune protocols. And so again, in the Family Building Guide, you can get a complete list of those. Amazon, paper copy, go there. It's an investment into your fertility. And again, what else does Kiltz talk about, right? The baby's way. Why is keto strictly the key and entryway to carnivore? And a meat-based, full meat-based lifestyle is the game changer, in my opinion. So just look at our book look at the Fertile Feast, also on Amazon. That could be very helpful. But is TPO antibody levels 30 considered Hashimoto's? Listen, everyone has some form of thyroid dysfunction, and if you have an elevated TSH above 2.5 and you have thyroid peroxidase antibodies, then you're listed as Hashimoto's. But listen, all these labels of a disease are simply inflammatory conditions that, in our case, in the fertility world, show up as no pregnancies, miscarriages, losses, all sorts of things. Even chromosomal abnormalities are caused by inflammation in the sperm source and the egg source, all of those. Is there a big gap in success for natural versus medicated IVF? I don't think so. I think they're pretty close. I don't kind of put them far apart. I do a lot of fresh. As long as the day of trigger, if your progesterone's under 3, I think you're still good. Estradiol's under 4,000, I think it's good. But there may be a reason. You may be choosing to do embryo biopsy. Let me get my embryo biopsy. All right. Let's see. A patient with the normal female transfer miscarried a boy. And then we find out it's a trisomy 21 boy, but it's also mosaic for a normal girl. Okay, so how exact is any PGS testing? It's not. PGS, PGT, PGM, it's not accurate 100%. It may help, but not 100%. Let's see, tyrosine, tyrosine for Hashimoto's hypo and different meds. Listen, I do a lot of, if you're looking at maybe doing thyroid medications, levothyroxine, Synthroid, or Armothyroid, or other desiccated thyroid medications may be helpful. Let's see. Gabrielle, HPT, got a faint line 5 days since FET. Stay carnivore, keto, 1 meal a day. Kiltz. And your immune protocol, we're pushing more Prograf and Plaquenil if you have no other medical conditions. Maybe something to talk to your practitioner about. Remember, I'm only giving you ideas. Ultimately, you choose, talk to your doctor. I'm only giving you some ideas. Thyroid disorders is the most common because the plants are deadly. Hello, Jory from Nova Scotia. Mrs. Keybell, hello. How you feeling today? Listen, remember, we're all sending energy of healing. This is emotionally hard process. We get mad, sad, angry, depressed, and we need someone. We're talking with the Fertile Spirit today, and our Fertile Spirit team is going to be growing. We're really excited incorporating that within our CNY Fertility Mighty Network. So we're working on the Mighty Network and how that can even work a lot better. Stay on keto during pregnancy. Kiltz is keto. He's carnivore, right? Always. Look at plants are deadly. They're trying to kill us. And I'm sorry, you may not believe me, but I'm right. And I always hate to be right. And but when I went carnivore 11 years ago, never looked back. Let's see. Ketovore. Emma Bile, faster changes. Change is always the key. I'm a changeling. Change. Day 5 and 6 Emeralds, I just can't stay off the internet. Always worry I will be the 20% we need more or less progesterone. Help give me confidence around 5 day. Listen, they work great. The exactness of the internet is not. Science is not exact. That's the craziness to the story. It's not exact. Have faith first. Always imagine your embryos are in the right place, right? Autumn Spinoza, we're doing this more than this. Oh, I want luck. No, you want faith. Faith is the knowing that what you believe you wish to happen has, and it will, or better. Always know that. CBD for inflammation. CBD is a good one. It is a plant product. You're better off with bacon, eggs, butter, beef. Kiltz ice cream. No sugar in it, by the way. But if you're past the baby making or you just need a little something, just put a sprinkle on it. Arlene, how are you doing? Awesome. Fresh transfer better over frozen. NY. Cali. No, they both work great. At the time of retrieval, fresh can be done as long as you have a lower estrogen level, under 4,000 for sure. And also the progesterone level at trigger, I think, should be under 3. Let's see. Where the Baker clan? I love it, Baker clan. M Healing Celine. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in this world, because we're global. You're global. We're all connecting. It doesn't matter, right? No longer do you have to travel in the world. We're already travelers, right? Put on progesterone 50 milligrams cycle day. I got to step back and look around. Then increased 100 milligrams in cycle day 12/21 because my endo said I had low progesterone. My carnivore, get rid of the plants, 1 meal a day, add the fat, and sometimes you need to increase the progesterone. 100 milligrams a day, I think, is good. You sometimes need more, but you could also supplement with oral prometrium or vaginal prometrium or endometrium or crenone. Those work. I'm thankful for, thank you. 21 weeks, twin boys, awesome. Can so far complete placenta previa. It'll move. Be patient. Placentas are normal to be down there at this time anyway. Just did my transfer yesterday with awesome Stephanie Marie. M babies, stick babies, right? Stick, right? Sticky. Now the glycobiome, by the way, listen, we're talking about this thing. If you eat a bunch of sugar, you destroy this. You can't eat fiber, fruits, seeds, nuts of any frequency or significance. They're deadly for humanity. My name is Dr. Rob Kiltz, CNY Fertility, CNY Healing Arts, Mind, Body, Smile, and now the Mighty Tribe. Check out Kiltz's Mighty Tribe. We're really sharing ideas of health and wellness, what you put in here, and move this thing here. Unused meds that people are interested in donating. Go on the CNY Fertility Facebook. I don't run it. I don't own it. I don't anything it. You do. You manage it. You manipulate it. And you got to ask, does anyone have any donated meds to donate me, right? Let's see. I'm running out of time and my insurance doesn't. Listen, time is infinite. You are the time machine. You create it, right? That's it. Not fertility related for my cycle, but was wondering if you would be able to help me with this. I'm going back to school, become an embryologist, and I need some guidance. Crystal, we'd be glad to help and teach you embryology. CNY Fertility is hiring to teach embryology, nursing, fertility specialists at the practitioner level, the doctor level. Start and major at study general biology, and be an artist. Use your hands. Right? Journey has me very passionate. If you want to come visit one of our centers, be glad to have you. Let's see. So, Crystal, we do offer shadowing for people to come and see whether or not they want to do that. All those things, right? Many embryos will be able to. How many embryos? 1 or 2. If you're over 40, maybe 3 or 4, but it's individualized. Cookbook. Let's see. Ooh, a Keto for Fertility cookbook. Right. It's backwards. I'm backwards, aren't I? Let's see. But it's Keto for Fertility cookbook. Kiltz and Emmerich. The Queen, Emmerich. I love Maria. We're all on the journey together. Remember, who's in charge of what goes in your mind and your mouth? You are, right? Let's see. I got to move things around. I got to move my pad. And you should see my crazy setup. I keep on moving it. I'm going to get into the pottery studio, and I may get a little painting in today. And then I may go and lay out in the sun. Permender, 3 days. I'm on my, let's see, coffee. I'm going 48-hour water fast to use your belly fat. You don't lose anything. Remember, fat is used as the fuel for the Ferrari. Sugar is not the brain energy. It's not the muscle energy, and it's not the mitochondrial energy ever. Insulin resistance is a lie. It doesn't exist. We've been resistant to the stupidity. Sorry for my language. The scientists just can't step back and say, gee, is it possible that fat is the fuel for the body always? That's why we get fat for the famine. So go on a 2 to 3 day fast, Perminder. You're awesome. I'm doing my 3-day coffee fast. I'm doing all of July, and we'll see what happens after that. 30 microgram dose of Neupogen can be done the day of transfer along with daily Neupogen. I recommend the day prior to transfer, Keila. But yes, Neupogen washes. We're going to talk more about Neupogen washes. Tell the practitioners at CNY, you on level 3 or level 4. You want a PRP HCG Neupogen wash. You want weekly lipids. You want Kilts Carnivore. Key to a baby, right? What's the key? Right? All right. Let's see. I'm on the Gerolsteiner and the LaCroix water, right? Sparkling. I love it. Just a sprinkle of lemon or lime. Let's see. Backwards when you hold it up. It's on our website, drkiltz.com. And if you just Google Kiltz's cookbooks, you should find that. Carnivore Rosie, hello. We're Dr. J. Burke. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you're at. Even if it's in the middle of the night, be alive. Think of the beautiful dreams. And if you have challenges and problems, right? Imagine faith always is the helpful. key to life, right? How do I learn your positive energy? Hannah, you got to practice with me. I'm positive, I'm loving life, and I love my problems. That's it. We got to practice it. Listen, I practice it. It's like doing this. It's like doing this. It's like the pottery, the painting, the poetry, whatever you're doing, you must practice it. You must look at them in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And then you have to laugh at yourself, right? At least partially the answer is keto. Listen, I've always been somewhat this way. I always ate meat, but I also ate a lot of plants, and they were killing me. Oh, so deadly. Do you guys like the fire? And I've got my pink flower. Listen, life is beauty and artistry, right? I didn't make that one, but I'm going to work on some. I need to work. You got to work on your artistry. By doing that, by the way, let's see. The sky with diamonds. Yes, Lynn. Let's see. Still recommend one meal a day. I recommend one meal a day. All right. I showed that pork belly this morning in my 5 a.m. Meet up 5 a.m. every day. It's about craziness. And I cut some and I made some and I had a few bites of some. Oh my God. That was my snack with a little butter. Do you still recommend one meal a day? Absolutely. I get hungry and nauseous around 10 a.m. Listen, make a little fried egg with a ton of butter. Have a little pork belly and egg and butter. Listen, the one meal isn't as critical as meat makes mommies, men, and masters. That is it. Kiltz's meat treats, which is steak and eggs, right? What treat do you need? Nashat, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Always thought seafood is better for fertility than fatty meat. Nope. Fatty ribeye steak is healthier and better than fish, in my opinion. I don't recommend a lot of shellfish or fish. I think it's contaminated with the world. Love watching. Thank you. I'm going to do some pottery. Should I turn on pottery later today? Maybe I'll go in there and do a little pottery. And listen, I want to be in the crowd always because I love the crowd. I love people. I love connecting. It gives me a vibrational energy. But then I love also to being in my alone solitude. We need more solitude. I've been working on the glycobiome, the glycocalyx, protective unit of the universe. We've been duped. Guess what? Sugar is deadly. Reiki for infertility and pregnancy. Absolutely. Reiki. Absolutely. Jen from the Krause POB is doing Reiki. And listen, you can do your own Reiki. You can do your own dance of life, right? You got to do your own dance and Reiki of life. And these ideas are really crazy, but absolutely. And stay Kiltzivores throughout your pregnancy, post-pregnancy, throughout your life. We're Kiltzivores. What does Kiltz eat? Bacon, eggs, butter, beef. I got to move I've completely revamped my studio. I've got some more work to do. And I'm going to be doing some videos in my airplanes with Luke, who's a 17-year-old pilot, amazing guy. He does videos. He wants to get some more videos. I said, sure, we can do it in my plane. Listen, nothing plain about life, right? Flowers, colors, scents, tastes. You got to be imagining the beauty of what you have already. Courtney, second failed transfer, found out today. I didn't do genetic testing, have 5 embryos left. I don't believe in genetic testing. I think it's inaccurate. I just had a gal who miscarried her baby. She transferred a normal girl. So the miscarriage tissue was an abnormal boy. Okay, now we find out the tissues of the embryos, they're mosaic. They're all mosaic. It just is a matter of which one you get today. Just do another biopsy. They're all mosaic. If you haven't figured that out yet, let's see, no seafood. But I like to seafood, but not long because I love to eat food. Pretty Ricky, good morning. Pray good morning every day, right? Pray every day. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. go for a walk, get on a bike. Let's see, I went to Syracuse Bikes and got myself a new helmet and a pump. And I get out a little bit on my bike, but I stay off the main roads, including a modified natural cycle. Modified natural cycle may be simply letrozole and a trigger shot. You don't need to do any of the immune protocols. You can go to Amazon. We have the new family building guide coming out. We have the new Kiltz Keto Carnivore. It's carnivore, my friends. I know. No, wait a minute, Dr. Kiltz. It can't be just carnivore. You can do whatever you want. I say carnivore is the top of the line. Keto is the pedestrian, right? It's just the masses. But if you want to be the master, eat the fatty meat. That's it, right? And so thanks for sharing, liking, loving, joining, sharing with your neighbors, your friend, your foes alike, because remember, it's all in here. What's the purpose of LDN? Low dose naltrexone is anti-inflammatory. There's an LDN book. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh gosh, I got everything. LDN book. Do I have it here? It might be at the office scene, or it's on the other shelf. But low dose naltrexone. Look it up. You could go to Amazon and buy the book. I think it's really amazing. Let's see, day 5. I just can't stay. So, yeah, listen. Reading the internet is really great. Their opinions. They may be the right opinion for you. They may not be. Lots of different opinions. Provera and estradiol 70 days and stim 1 day before my cycle got canceled due to cysts. I don't cancel cycles due to cysts very often, Megan. I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, but I usually don't cancel. I keep on going. Tell the nurses, don't cancel, just reevaluate. Don't cancel. Global team, don't cancel. Keep going, right? Included a modified natural, a baby more than anything, right? Hard not to go down there. I know, man, Kimmy, it is hard. I'm in the rabbit hole. I live in the rabbit hole. And if you haven't watched the movie, What the Bleep Do You Know? Or The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, I've got to let's see. Rhonda Byrne is amazing. If you haven't read The Secret is simply one thing. We're the gods. Your thoughts create everything in your life. That's it. Kayla, I do the 3 to 4.5 milligrams. I think you can do 9 milligrams, but that's not the doses I usually use. Not taking any chances. We're taking chances all the time. This is just a chance that you even exist. Life is a chance. What chance is it that you're here? His Poison, awesome. Danette, hello. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm working on my Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Don't you love the right? It is. This is my basement, right? But I look out on the lake here. Let me see. I'll give you guys a quick little. If I can do that, let's see if this will work. There's my lookout on the lake. I don't know. It might be too bright out there. I'm blessed to be in such a great spot. And I moved to upstate New York from Berkeley. Before that, I was the LA kid. Let's see, you guys doing good. Nicole, hello. Nicole's in the house, right? What causes hyperthyroidism and elevated thyroglobulin antibodies around 75? Listen, it's all caused by plants. Eating plants cause all the damage and disease in all of us. That's the stupid craziness to the story, right? And I'm like, really? Yes, it is. Stop eating plants. Listen, go to Kiltz's Baby's Way. A little bit of white sugar, I think, is okay. This is crazy. Now, listen, we're learning new and different things. Don't forget molecular fertility supplements and Kiltz's nutritional solutions for those that don't want to eat liver. You go to solutions, and these are the vegan, plant-based supplements. Yes, and these are the animal-based supplements, plant-based, animal-based. Listen, I'm open to everything. The grass-fed organ meats, which are basically, you get the pancreas, the heart, the liver, the kidney, the spleen, pancreas. It should contain either the testicles for the males and the ovaries for the female. We're working on that as the next step, by the way. Provera esterase, I triggered 622. How long before I get a cycle? Megan, you should get a cycle about 2 weeks approximately. Pretty diagnosed with endometrial hyperplasia. They wanted to do hysterectomy. Forget that. But I allowed an IUD even though I saw no signs due to me changing my. But listen, if you go carnivore and stop the plants of any frequency or significance, you will heal all that shit. Sorry. Hysteroscopy, DNC, crazy. Causes hyperthyroidism with elevated thyroid globulin, inflammation. Inflammation is the foundation of all disease. All disease is caused by the same 5 things. We just give them a different label because in medicine, we've got to do that in order to get paid, right? You've been labeled as a disease. Enough of that shit, right? I am fertile. I am alive. I am fantastic. I am awesome. That's the way you practice this, right? Let's see. Can I eventually get pregnant? Pretty absolutely you can. And, we're doing things still the old wrong way, in my opinion. Had my second oldest son on Friday, was supposed to be measuring 6'2", 5'6", embryo grew 4 days, heartbeat. That's still potentially. Stay carnivore when you're pregnant. Carnivore, kiltsivore, pregnantivore, babyivore, and more, right? We know amore and avore and ketovore and kiltsivore. What are the things you recommend canceling a cycle? Listen, if you're not responding at all, but usually cysts, I don't. But if you have a thin lining, it's not working, or it's too thick, over 20, that's when I might cancel it. But I look at individually to make the decisions. Too often I see someone's like, well, they ovulated. Okay, so start them on Lupron and progesterone, estrogen, and then a week later stop the estrogen, progesterone, stay on the Lupron, but don't cancel the frozen transfer at all. I'm on my 9th cycle of time. I gotta move my screen. My screen's making it hard for me to see the questions. Let's see. One more. Oh boy, I tell you, my setup is quite amazing. I keep moving it around. Lakin, I'm on my 9th cycle of time with letrozole with no successor, so I need the medication. So, I don't need to trigger because I ovulate. Trigger. I think trigger's better. At least 2 decent follicles, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy for endometriosis is one really good one. I think it's important to think about that. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy. And then also, you got to do this. You got to stay this when you're pregnant, after IUI or IVF or sex or whatever it is. And by the way, sensuality and sexuality is critical to us humans, right? We do flatter, feed, and fuck, right? I'm sorry, but it's our nature in life. We're reproductive. Why do we do all of this and try to look good and do this and go half naked most of the time? Because we want babies, and you have to make love, but you have to take the time and put in the work to get that person to want you, right? Like you want them. Getting pregnant at 40, Monica, oh my God, like infinite women get pregnant at 40, right? Hypothyroid go away with carnivore. I believe, Autumn, that carnivore will help cure many of the dysfunctions of our bodies. Let's use the word dysfunction instead of diseases, right? My body is dysfunctional. I've got pain here. I got these marks on my skin. My back is hurting. So let's just say I'm dysfunctional. And on my way to true functionality, what am I eating? I'm eating Kiltz's way, right? It's about making babies. Nothing better than babies, right? I should put this and my other books on the mantle above the fireplace. That's my next work, right? Let's see. Currently, three frozens, had 13 fibers removed. Awesome. Get rid of the fibroids. Get rid of the endo. Get rid of the scar tissue. Get rid of the plants. The plants are effing us up. I'm sorry. I want to be wrong. I love potatoes, salad, vegetables. Let's see. PCOS causes miscarriage. Absolutely. PCOS is a metabolic disorder. It's diabetes, prediabetes. We should just say, okay, we're allergic to plants. And plants will either kill you right away, anaphylactic, or they'll take time, but they will kill your babies or kill you one way or another. We are the mighty lions. Look at the liver king. I'm the fertile king, right? The fertile MD. I am working maybe to look a little bit like the liver king, but I'm really admiring him. Amazing young man, really sharing great energy. And by the way, we're all young men, young women, no matter what age you are, respect each other with love. That's critical in life, right? Increased number of eggs for retrieval. Yeah, go carnivore, stop eating the plants, one meal a day, eat the fat, and visualize more eggs. But you don't need more eggs. You need quality eggs. That's key. Quality over quantity all day long. That's why I do a lot of mini dose protocols, low dose protocols. I think they're rocking the very best way. Shay, at a clinic, I mentioned the PCOS. They said, don't worry about it. I'm now having, listen, threatened miscarriage, threatening. So listen, go right to Kiltz's Baby's Way. This cures PCOS, cures infertility, cures back pain, cures bowel pain, cures migraines, cures. All right. I'm using the cures in a very general way, right? It will help reduce inflammation, and it may help you suddenly heal up, right? Wouldn't you love that, right? Wouldn't we all love that? That's key. This is all hard, but you know what? Easy anyone could do. We're in the Kiltz's mighty tribe, right? And the Kiltz's mighty tribe is about us. We can do anything, right? Is it on Amazon? Yes. The family building guide and the Kiltz's keto guide, but Kiltz's keto is carnivore. The new version is not going to mince words, right? Estrogen drops again before trigger. No, that's just estrogen levels go up and down. I don't even watch them very much. I'm looking at your follicles and see what happens. That's what I'm looking at. I now realize why you have commercial breaks. Listen, we all need a commercial break. I'm going to just send out, and we're doing a 1 minute break for any of you guys to go do your thing. Get your sparkling water, Gerolsteiner. Go get some steak. That's it. So occasionally I need to do this. I'm the nap king. Naps are critical for all our lives. You guys napping, take 1 nap, 2 naps, 3 naps a day. Best ever in the universe. I got up at 4 this morning. I did my bike. I did my weights. I got my head out of bed. That was the hardest. And then I did my 5 a.m. tribal meetup. And then I went and took a 10-minute nap. It was awesome. Open a CNY in Columbus, Ohio. Would love to help open. We're working on it. But most of all, what we're working on is the expense of IVF is the embryology team, the embryology lab, and all that, right? And so by keeping it more affordable, we'll have hubs and spokes, right? That's what we're really working on. Colorado, we're working on bringing on another doc with Dr. Fink and Brandis, the practitioner. They're doing awesome. Optimistically, always, right? So I'm not good to take metformin's okay. I'm not a big metformin fan. I know Dr. Corley loves it, but if you do our ovarian bloom, molecular fertility, and Theralogic's Ovavite, but really, what's the best way to heal all disease and disorders? This is it. Come on, guys, gals, men, women, young, whatever it is, and remember. I am young. I am working April, Ohio. Listen, Buffalo, Dr. Chang, Dr. D'Souza, Chris Z, the whole team is doing amazing. but we are looking to probably move because we need a bigger space. Tammy, Bear, my veggies, hard times as a mom. Not listen. We're brainwashed to make our children addicted to vegetables, so they're going to be effed up for the rest of their lives. Feed them this Kiltz's Baby's Way, and they will be healthier than you ever know. This is it. It's a game changer. Do it, and you'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing. It is so amazing what I've learned in this beautiful life that I've been living at 50. No, wait a minute. Am I 30, 20, 10? Yeah. Does steroids affect fertility for muscle builders? Yeah, it can. Steroids are not good for us to take in general. And HCG and testosterone to build muscle. Come on. If you're going to do it on natural. You don't need that stuff, right? Doctor, you don't recommend rice and pasta. Rice and pasta is peasant food. We're not the peasants. We're the kings and the queens, the masters. Listen, keto is dead. Done with keto. It's Keto. Kiltz's Keto Carnivore Guide. Remember, rice, pasta, bread, salad, vegetables, fruits, smoothies, seeds, nuts, almond milk, oat milk is nuts. It's deadly, 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 deadly for all of us. I hope you guys are enjoying, let's see, the Kiltz's lives. And you know that I am animated, right? Recommend do another retrieval or proceed to transfer after having third foot. If you got some embryos around, transfer them. But if between the removal and you can't transfer at least 3 to 6 months after a myomectomy, by the way. I would, you might consider eToro getting some more embryos on ice. Rice. Do you recommend rice? Rice? Oh my God. No effing way. Listen, if you're fine, you're not suffering, you're not here sharing like, what can I do to improve my body, my mind, my life? Carnivore is the master's class. That is it. 7 days, Christy, awesome. Blood glucose, pre-diabetic numbers to 100% under 100. Listen, no more. Listen, stop measuring. If you label it, you enable it. You only have one label to lead with. I'm God. I'm God, and we all respect and honor God everywhere, right? Honor and respect everything that God has ever done for you. Anything ever experienced in your life, it's God's work. Let's see, the Christ-based teachings, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the New, the Old Testament. What are you reading to inspire you? The size of your bookshelf should be bigger than the size of your video screen. Mine's pretty big, but I have a huge library. But I'm always giving books away. So it is not good to take metformin. We got to get rid of the drugs. Listen, our diet creates dysfunction in our body, which we write prescriptions as doctors so that you can come back to me. Let's see. Let's add another diagnosis. Diagnosis, dead, not yet. We can't let you die yet because you're a revenue stream as long as you're alive for us standard doctors, right? Now, listen, I'm a standard doctor. All respect to standard doctors out there. But we need to be teaching all the doctors out there. Okay. Kiltz's Keto is carnivore, by the way. But if you're a vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, or pescatarian, we welcome you into the tribe. There's a few things that you might want to think about. But listen, we're here to accept everyone on the journey so we can all at least have a conversation, right? Let's see. I'm going to, these are going to go up on the back wall, but I have to get the mantle above. That'll be a good project for me. How long should I anticipate it to normalize my blood pressure average? Your blood pressure is perfect. Stop measuring it. Stop measuring. Our blood pressure goes higher as we age, but the cause is not high blood pressure. The cause is the inflammation that affects that. So it may take a month, 2 or 3, but it might not go down. I think 150 over 90 is fine. Listen, all of it is not in isolation. Oh my God, I have high blood pressure. I'm going to die. Listen, I have high sugar today. I'm going to die tomorrow. Enough, right? 200, 300 pgml equals 1 mature egg. Sherry Ann Jordan, no, it doesn't. That's an estimate. That's all it is. I don't measure estrogen levels for follicles or egg numbers. I don't think it's so accurate anymore. Retrieval and transfers, and I'm working on it, Lauren, with Dr. Verdialis. We got to get Sarasota done. Then we'll work on Atlanta. Then I'm going to Anaheim, Santa Ana, and Newport Beach, Orange County, LA next week. Actually, this week on Thursday, I'll be there for 2 days. I'm working on more locations. Here, faith and nutrition. Faith, food, fertile life. That's it. Faith, food, fertile life. You don't have to press. You don't have to do this. All you have to do is have faith and eat the right foods. Done. That's it. You don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to pump iron. You don't have to look any different than you look today. You look perfect and beautiful. Whether you're 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 200 pounds, 150 pounds, or 95 pounds, it doesn't matter. Love thyself first, right? And let's see, Camille, always love first, right? I've been having a third transfer series. I request using donor eggs. Hope you can give me some good tips for this to work. DE, donor eggs, right? What are the best tips you can get? Where does everyone go to get some tips from Kiltz, right? Go to Amazon, go to drkiltz.com. This is it. And what's the best tip? It's all of you, right? We're creating our CNY Fertility Mighty Network, the Mighty Tribe for CNY Fertility, everything about what you can do to improve your health and wellness in the fertile world. CNY Fertile Access is really helping everyone that's suffering from some fertility dysfunction, reproductive dysfunction, to simply learn from everywhere in the globe. It's that resource that everyone's going to be sharing. Coaches, cheerleaders, and more. That's what we need more than anything. Yes. Always here to help. I'm off this next week. Kiltz is working tomorrow, the rest of the week off. Now, I'm working like maybe I could just turn off my phone so I can focus on some other things. I'm going to go out to the Colorado team, and we've got a lot of really great things to work with. Really excited. IVF for recurrent miss. Amber, yes. Ulster, RPL, recurrent pregnancy loss. But number one is Kiltz's Keto is carnivore. The guide, check it out. And Immune 3 and Immune 4. Levaquin, let's see, the antimicrobial, the antihistamine, the anti-endo, orlisol, letrozole, or lupron letrozole, and this is where prednisone, Lovenox, intralipids, IVIG, Humira, Prograf, all of those things do help. How often do ERA perform? I think it's helpful. Maybe do it early, but if you're only going to do frozens, it can be helpful. Yes. Let's see. I have 20 follicles in baseline and they just retrieve 5 eggs. That happens all the time. It's an average of what we get, and why we get what we get. Oh my God, that's the mystery. That is so mysterious. I don't even know how to figure it out some days. But why are you infertile? What's the dysfunction? What's going on? Always ask those questions. And that's why if you read Kiltz's Keto is carnivore, and keto is simply the entryway, right? It's the pathway to the castle, right? Right? The peasantry, the pedestrians, no disrespect to any of us, by the way. Let's just kind of get the point, right? The masses eat the mush, the masters eat the meat. You want to be the master, eat the meat, right? Let's see. And oh man, so many great things: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all these things. I hope you guys are learning to laugh in your journey. You got to laugh at yourself first, right? This is effing hard shit, and you can do it, right? Love, I'm late logging in. Did he answer the question already? Deja, what was your question? You could ask it again. So it is not unusual to get 20 follicles and get 5 eggs, 1 egg, or 30 eggs even. Sometimes the numbers that you're seeing there they don't show up so well, do they? They don't. All right. Yoga with Fertile Hope Yoga and Aaron and Danielle is the Fertile Spirit. We're working to get, we got the Fertile Spirit here too today. Wherever you're at, whatever you're listening to, whatever your device you're doing, we're here to help you. And I need help every day. I see my therapist in the mirror every single day. He costs a lot of money and he's hard as shit. He doesn't give me slack. That's called God, right? Tough journey, especially the financial, emotional parts. Shay, absolutely. But read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne and read Kiltz's book, The Fertile Secret. Let me see, do I have a copy? I should have a copy of all these things nearby, and I'll work on that so I can share them with you better. Let's see. It was already asked. I'm sorry. I'm late logging in. Atlanta, I'm Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to the New York location. Awesome. Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, fried pork belly. Oh yes, I had some this morning. I listen. Some days when I'm hanging around the house, it's like, okay, I walk in the kitchen and it's like, oh, I gotta stop for a second. But I'm off coffee 3 days. I typically do one meal a day. I have infinite times of meditation and prayer. Listen, always to the east, always to the south, always to the west, and always to the North Star, which is you, right? And so listen, money grows on trees. I'm asking, does anyone have any, maybe we can hand out some IVF Bitcoins, right? Invest in an IVF coin. But we're really working diligently. I have an amazing team. They've been short-staffed. They've been frustrated at times. And I'm so grateful to the financial, the billing, the front, the back, the medical records to get your what I need, my time off, FLMA paperwork. Oh my God, fresh transfer, frozen. I'm fresh all day long, frozen too. I start with fresh. Steroids are not good for us in general. Orlis help with priming. None. And Orlis, Letrozole, Lupron all help with endometriosis. Does anyone know what Kiltz is going to say is the best way for healing your body? There might be a prize for the first one to answer. Maybe it'll be a Kiltz cup, right? Corned beef in a can. Yes, do it. Fatty meat. What is it? Spam? Yes. All day long. Orlissa help with priming. Yes. Car, thank you. All right. Cindy, LDN helps with bowel issues too. Yes. But the best way to help with bowel issues is fasting. You go on a 1, 2, or 3 day fast, better than ever. Eat Kiltz's way. Kiltz's way is the baby way, right? Let's see if I can get this. I got to find a place to put all this stuff. Blocked and had surgery to fix, but they never did anything. Carnivore, Sherry and Jordan. We are the lionesses and the lions. Look in the mirror. Last time I talked, listen, I get yelled at from time to time. There's a lioness behind that roar. And I just I sometimes go there like this. And I'm kidding a lot. Listen, we have to laugh about this shit ass, hard ass, expensive ass journey, right? It's pretty, it's Daja, Atlanta office. I'm working on that coming soon. Dr. V and I are working on it. I'm working to get our Sarasota office up and running. We're hiring new practitioners. We're hiring embryologists in training. We're hiring nurses in training. Wherever you're at in this journey, we're doing it. Gabrielle, how are you doing? Awesome, amazing day. It's beautiful out in Skinny Atlas. It's breezy. It's probably in the 70s. I'll have to look at mine. But does the weather matter? Never. The weather is really determined what you got in the mind and what you put in the mouth and how you marinate this beautiful body. No matter, listen, just get rid of the word obesity. Get rid of the word of whatever disease you have. Forget it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, 10 minutes. Tick down. Sherry Ann, again, my pleasure. Fertility King. That may be it, right? Like the Liver King, the Fertility King. King Kiltz. we're having fun. Listen, you got to laugh at me a little bit, right? As a fertility specialist, I'm board certified in OBGYN, reproductive endocrinology, and fertility. I did a year of internal medicine. I spent a lot of time reading all the science. Dr. Ken Berry and I are doing a new book called Lies, Damn Lies, and Science. What your doctor and scientists aren't telling you. They're paid a lot of money to write what they write. It's just a marketing ploy. Listen, again, I respect all the scientists. I think they're doing a great job, but I think we're missing something. We must be. No matter what the science says, that we got this new drug, this new dissection, this new joint thing. Guess what? It all costs more money. And if you simply look at Kiltz Keto Carnivore, it's effing amazing, right? But again, listen, life is not free. You got to ante in. You got to put down the chip, right? So you're the one that owns your life, right? And it is a fantastic, amazing life. You're the one that chooses the day, right? Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do that. Yes, you can. I can do anything. Cramps while taking endometrium. Yes, Victoria, it can happen. But let's see. How many out there, raise your hands, are doing Kiltz's way, right? It's the baby's way. And I know everyone's raising their hand out there, and we're working on some more giveaways, some more connections, some more inspiration every day. Bring your video, take pictures, share them on Instagram. And if there are things that we're doing wrong and you say, "God, those guys are effing up, they could do better," let me know, please. But remember, I just want your input. If you're going to yell at me at what they did yesterday, I do really good with like, "Hey, Kiltzy, this could have been done better. I just want to let you know so you can work on it." I'm working on it. That's what I want to tell. Itoro, remember, always imagine the baby within you. Listen, if you guys are here about a minute and you keep going in your life and doing something else, keep at it. Go for it. The beauty with all of this is I have a very small staff, mostly me, but I do have some back end people kind of helping me in all of this. But listen, we don't need to pay CBS, NBC, or XYZ, although I do have to have a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram channel. Cost me a little bit. Even if we women who watch your videos eat babies diet, how do we convince our husbands? Well, when you're looking effing more beautiful than you're looking now, they're going to be like, shit. Now look at guys love steak and eggs. Guys love to be flattered. And what else do guys love to do, right? Simple. What? Flatter them, feed them, and F them. That is it. And men to your women the same way, but take care of yourself first, right? Step to the front of the class, the top of the line. You are the one that needs to take care of the amazing Ferrari. How to do it? Serve them steak and eggs every day. Put some really fatty shit on there, right? A lot of bacon, a lot of the fat from the pan. Pour it right back on there, and you know what to do. Listen, seduction is key to life, right? Aphrodisiacs, the oysters, right? We are aphrodisiacs, right? Do you swallow or do you not? I don't know. I saw something on Instagram. Is it better for your sperm or not? Or your eggs or your embryos or your baby? I know, listen, we're human beings. We're sexual animals. We're beasts some days. Oh, no, you can't talk about that. Really? What business are we in? You only didn't get pregnant because it didn't work right. Or it did, but something else happened. And again, I'm just sharing some craziness. We're on the journey together. Why be the example and see if he'll do a 30-day challenge with you? I love it, but you're challenging him with what you're doing, and then you're serving him the way, and then he will do it, right? Sometimes you want to be the example and inspire people rather than, hey, you better do this. I'm challenging. If you don't, I'm going to beat your whatever, Listen, I agree with you, Frenchie. Listen, sometimes the challenge is simply be the way. That's the whole thing in carnivore and keto and everything in your life. You don't have to tell people what to do. But when you inspire them what you're doing and how great you're feeling and looking and sharing your amazing positive energy of life, and in case of reproduction, bingo, it happens. So in my avenue, I always say be the example of life and only give love to everyone. But I love that. Listen, it's I've been challenged. Cherish and Raymond and Emily and Bella, they've only been my example. They've never chastised me or said, Kiltz, you better do this. Sorry. Don't want to know if it's enough. I'm pregnant, so that makes it a bit of a challenge for me to stick to the. Listen, I know it's not easy, but I tell you, plants or abortion pills, the plants are where the abortion pill is made from. The birth control pill is where they come from plants. Listen, of everything I've learned as a Western trained doctor, I now know the answer. The fertility king is Kiltz. And what I know is you are the queen, the king of your life. If you eat plants, you will become the meek and the masses. See, when Jesus Christ said the meek shall inherit the earth, he meant through the mind, within their mind. Now we have the opportunity to do it within the mouth and the mastery of the body. Crazy. I know. Everyone's doing good. A beautiful Sunday, 4th of July. Where am I going to be tomorrow morning? 5 a.m. on my live, the Mighty Tribe. We're going to be sharing the same effing amazing shit every day, right? You got to protect the glycobiome by eating fatty meat, eating one meal a day. And the damage, a leaky gut, is caused by plants, meat only. Let's see. What's the benefit of PRP high volume? It reduces inflammation, eToro. So I recommend high volume PRP with a balloon cannula. Do it, put it in. You might even do it with all of them. Let's see. Bit of a challenge for me to stick. Yeah. I love challenges, right? Bella challenged me. Oh my God, she's the queen of steak and eggs. And I'm going to be steak and butter. I mean, steak and butter doc. That's my new label, steak and butter doc. I'm going to get my own printer for shirts and start making my own shirts because I love all the craziness, right? I can talk for 3 hours. Anyone up for that? I'm going to get in the pottery studio a little bit today on I don't know which one, but come join me. Fresh transfer, frozen. I recommend fresh all day long, frozen all day long. It's individualized. The practitioners will help you with that. Chemical, Lisa. Okay, just for a 20-second break, just stay tuned for a moment. Chemical of 2-day, 44 years young. We assume that's the issue, but estrogen spiked. Listen, Dr. Durbala said, I said, no way I should have been on 4 estradiol a day and the vaginal. It's not the cause. Trust me, that's not it. The cause is inflammation. It's not estrogen. We've got plenty of estrogens that high or higher. The problem is inflammation. You need more inflammatory modulators, and you need to do this one. I'm sure Dr. Durbala didn't mean to blame someone, but I will tell you that's not it. And many times you could reduce your estrogen levels after transfer, but it's not necessary. What's the cause? Inflammation. Inflammation damaged your implantation site, and it damaged and prevented and damaged the glycobiome. All right. The glycobiome is the Kiltzome, right? The Kiltz zone is the glycobiome. High estrogen causes inflammation. It does not. You are already inflamed due to many other things. High estrogen does not. It modulates inflammation in many ways. That I believe. So the question is, did you do PGS or genetic testing on the miscarriage also to look and see? Arlene, what is the ideal egg retrieval number? One good egg, one good sperm, one good embryo. That is it. Stephen, doc, my wife was just diagnosed with extremely low AMH, 33. All right, Stephen, look at Kiltz's Baby's Way. This is it. This is the remarkable change. So much of what we're doing, our new Kiltz's Kilts Carnivore guide is coming out. Hopefully by August 1st. My team is rocking on this. Listen, enough with the plants. Plants are past. They're food for the things we eat. That is it. Eat the herbivore. That's it. A chemical. You're right. But inflammation is the key. Modulation of the hormones it's not the main part of it. It's mostly other things that we can look at. And I'll be glad to do that with you, Lisa. All right. Kind lose my belly fat even on it. Let's see. Any tips? Yes. Fast more and move more. You got to do this more. You got to do sit-ups. You got to do push-ups. You got to do the weights. You got to lift the weight, which is in your mind, by the way. All right. I love you. I may be in the pottery studio a little later at some point. Every day, visualize a beautiful baby. And what is the best way to get there? One meal a day at night. Kiltz's baby's way. And remember, feed him, feed her. Flatter him, flatter her. And you know what you need to do after that? Listen, we're sexual beings, reproduction. That is key to life. You can nail me already into another transfer cycle. Lisa, if you want to know the answers, you got to call me. I'm a reproductive immunologist. I do this all day long. I've been doing it a long time. I studied under, basically, I've read all of Alan Beard's stuff. I can tell you it's so simple. All right. I love you. Have an awesome day. See you on the meetup tomorrow morning, Kiltz's Tribe. But remember, you're the N of one. You're the experimental project. Plants, salad, fruit, fiber, seeds, nuts are deadly. Awesome. You got my number, Lisa, 315-416-9872. You can text me. I'm off this next week. Bingo. I've got other things. I got to take care of this guy or else I'm going to be dead. All right. Take care. I'll be glad to go over it and look at my family building guide, Lisa. It's got all the stuff you need in there. And those levels are not the cause. They go up and down. Sometimes we don't even know why. Take care, everyone. I love you all over the globe.